everybody.
Welcome back to Two Peds on a Pod. I'm Jen.
And I'm Luz, and today we have our first guest,
Diana Bernard.
Hi, Diana. So on our first episode, we talked about how we are big mental health supporters, and we have come to know Diana now, who is a licensed mental health counselor.
Bilingual.
Oh, bilingual.
Bilingual, yes.
That's important. And she's been working with some of our families who, on our off time, we are involved with a nonprofit in Spirit, Tampa Bay, that we have specialized groups for kids with special needs, social groups, sensory groups, pragmatic groups, all the above. And she comes and she is now supporting the parents while the kids are having their session. The parents get some private time, some group time with Diana. Do you want to talk a little bit about it?
Well, it has been wonderful. It's a complete joy for me, and it's something that it's very important to me, because one of the things that I talk a lot about is something called non-death grief, which is all of the losses that we experience that we minimize, especially for parents. And when you have a kid with special needs, it's all about them, and they don't even realize how much adversity they're facing, how much they're fighting to get their kids services, how they're going in blind most of the time, and they're completely not even noticing how it's affecting them or how they have grieved. And then when you just mention, like, how was it for you when your child got diagnosed? And then it's just like pours out of them. And to hear each other's stories and how they look at each other and they're like, that happened to you too? Or, oh, I felt that way too. Or I can't, tell my
Like
family
a commonality.
either.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's just something that you just don't know you experienced.
Yeah.
Until somebody tells you, oh wow, that was hard.
Yeah. And it's so exciting. I remember seeing you in action that first week, and it was like such a soft launch because you're just amazing at this. Just witnessing, like, from a distance, and I told Jen, because we're still considered part of the system that's broken. As much as we pour so much into our community, but we're still part of that broken system.
Yeah.
So to be able to finally have someone that is trained, first of all, trained in this, because a lot of times we are put in situations that we don't know. We do our best.
Like we understand, like, that, we can give so much.
And we empathize and we do a lot.
Support in the ways we can, but we're not the licensed mental health workers. So it was really important to bring in Diana so that these parents had that support professionally.
Yes, to get that introduction to it, because it feels like it's something so unattainable, just like everything else that we said, all the services. So for a parent to think, I have to spend this deductible either on my child or for myself, it's something that we have been working on for a while, because we totally believe in, everyone needs the support. And yes, the child, because it's so immediate. But then when we talk about the parent, and there is no time to think, there is no time there's really time to shower. So how are we going to sit with our emotions and our thoughts and whatnot? So it feels like a dream come true to see you working, because it was something we've always wanted. So excited.
And I feel like, having another person on their team, right? Because again, usually it's all about the child, but what I think is more is like, it's all about the family, right? And each team member, whether it be OT, speech, or mental health, like, plays its own role. So to have another team member to, have an outlet with, or, that connection is so important.
And it's confidential, because it's like, I think we have enough information that we need to deal with, that we're just excited. And I'm like, it's not our thing. I'm like, you can have it. It's yours. It's yours.
Yeah, and then we just redirect it to you.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you want to talk about that?
We have something for you. We got someone for you to meet today.
So
it's been really cool. I know I know, like, when we connected, which is so crazy because only going back on the LinkedIn account that I never log on to, that I saw you connecting, reaching out, and then I don't remember how we ended up. Oh, I saw you. I saw your post at a local event.
Let me just tell you how I'm, new to Florida. I'm like, seeking a professional community. I don't know, anyone here. And I found her and I was like bilingual. I was like, ooh, what languages, and I was like, oh, this is not far from me. And I looked you up and I found you on LinkedIn and I was like, I want to connect with you. I want to chat with you, like, and see, I saw some of the things that you've done and this is amazing. And that was like a year and a half or something. Ago?
Oh, wow.
Yes. And listen to this, because I'm very persistent. I even called and left a message. And I was like, and you know what, with her, I don't know why. I was like, it's okay, girl. We're gonna be friends, okay? You don't know yet, but I swear to you. And then when I started my Instagram for my practice, I was like, I kind of don't want to do this right now. But you know what? Let me just start it. It's its own thing. It's gonna take time, whatever. And that's how you found me.
Yeah, I did. I found her, and I was like, "Who is this person? I want to talk to this person." And I did. I DM'd you. I slipped into your DMs, and it's we were gonna have.
I was like, no way.
Events, and then you came, and I was like, yeah, she's the real deal. She's like what you see is what you get. And I was like, then we started talking, and it was like something small, and I was like, clear my schedule. Because it was so cool just connecting and just like, oh yeah, we're jiving. Like,
and that's important too, because you need a connection with a person. If you don't feel that, it's like, oh, I don't want to talk to you.
And that's what I came in when I met the parents. I'm like, I'm a parent myself, and I was just like, we're just chatting. Like it has to be a connection, because they don't know me from a hole in the wall. Like,
absolutely.
If they can connect with me, then I can.
And it's the same for us. I mean, some parents, you don't drive with all the time, or and the kid too. Yeah. Hey, I think it'd be better if you worked with another therapist, or some. I mean, and that's just the way it is. Or you could be working with them for years, and then they need a change, or you need a change, or you're not seeing progress. Like, so that's important too, to understand that you don't always just have to take what you get the first time. Like, know yourself and understand, like, okay, either I feel it or I don't.
Yeah.
And then if you don't, definitely go around.
Because it's not like a one-time shot. Oh, it didn't work for me. I remember one of the times when I was in therapy. One of the times when I was in therapy that
I love it.
I remember going to this therapist, and I went to see her, and like I was broken in that moment. I was like, and she comes and she sits me down and she starts patting my head.
What?
Yeah, she starts patting my head.
You just met her?
I just met her, and she's like coddling me, and I was.
How was that for you?
We did not go back. I did not go back. I was, and I'm like very touchy feely. In that moment, my body was like not regulated, like not connected.
But I can't imagine like having a stranger come and like pet you as.
No, she was like definitely petting me and telling me, like I'm sure she meant well. It was very much like, I understand, as a woman, and I was like. I got poisoned. Like I was in a car. Like I think it would have poisoned anybody, a man, a dog, a raccoon. So I was like, not my person. So
she was not reading the room.
No,
she was so disconnected.
And then I went to see someone else, and like I could have easily said, "Oh, mental health counseling is not for me," But because I've already had a couple stings with counseling, that I was able to reach someone else, and then I am very much matter of fact, give me the facts so that I can understand. and what's going on inside, and then I can process, and I'm like, okay, so now that I have my bearings, I can move. So it's so different for every one of us. So it's not like if it doesn't work with one person, it doesn't mean that that service is not for you.
I love that you shared that story, because that was part of your therapy.
Yeah.
That journey, once you decide to find a therapist, that's it, you started therapy. And it is challenging. That's why anybody who reaches out to me, if I'm not a good fit for any reason, I am genuinely so happy that they're doing this and that they're gonna have this experience and they're seeking it, because I'm like, you're so ready. I help them find somebody who is, you know, a good fit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love that.
Because I know how that process goes, but I am still surprised when people have experiences like that.
Yeah, it's
like
insane.
that's wild.
It was insane, and it wasn't like when I was little. It was not too long ago. It was not too long ago, and I was like, is she really rubbing my hair like my?
I'm telling you,
like my human.
It's not like how I just say, "Did you brush your hair?" Like it wasn't that.
No, we were patting, and like, oh, come here, you hurt little animal. Yeah.
Well, we're glad that
That's
you
rough.
moved on, and
Yes, we are so glad. Yes, definitely.
and that you had that insight that this is not the person, but I'm going to continue because I want whatever I'm going through to get better, and I'm over this kind of thing. You know, like you had buy-in, like you had belief in it.
Yes. Well, and it comes from, you know, it wasn't my first rodeo, and then like, but getting to that, like I think like when you start to seek out mental health, and then you start to work on yourself, it's like something you can't unlearn. It's only like, okay, is everyone else want to feed off of this with me, because I can't undo what I've learned. Yeah, and
I tell people that all the time. Like once you see it, you cannot unsee it.
Yeah, no, it is. Like
once you have that awareness,
it's insane. But how do we get started? It's like, how do we, especially in our culture where we not everybody, but we're raised as far as these things we don't talk about. These things are, you just kind of deal it internally and we move on, or it's always been like this. How do we shift from that mindset to like, no, these feelings are legit. These feelings are real. Like what we tell our kids, we call all emotions what they are. There is no such thing as a bad emotion. And then we learn how to work through those emotions and give them the tools. Well, the same thing happens with adults. We didn't get to learn that. So how can we help our kids recover from emotions when we haven't learned the tools? And I think that's where you come in, and people in your field of, I always say, talking to that inner child that we have, because that we need to nurture that. Whatever we didn't get, and nothing against our parents, because I think everyone comes in trying to do the best that they can. But once we know better, we have to do better.
Absolutely. I think that this generation now that are raising young kids are also raising that inner child, and we're learning things at the same time. We're getting diagnosed with our kids. Like you find out that you have ADHD because of your kid, or that you have autism, or your coworkers, right? Like but we're learning that now, and while we're raising kids. So it's one of
it's like you're filling out the check mark. It's like I was like, wow.
But that's me too.
Or it's like I watched the commercials on TV. I'm like, I think I have that. I think I. No. It's like, what? No, but it's like you start to see like, oh wow, like maybe I need, and like, oh, that would make sense. Or
yes, and I think just also in time that like we've talked about with mental health in the past, it was kind of like hush hush, but in today's world, it's opening up. People are more vocal about things, and actually just like research in general is showing more stuff. So I think that
there's a lot more information, a lot more.
It's not just
just
keep it in a jar.
Options.
Like let's see what it is. So I feel like that's a big part of it too.
And I do believe that both is possible, because we can say like, yeah, well, my parents, it was survival. We had to make sure there was food on the table and the rent was paid. But for a lot of us, we're still living like that, right? But back then, you didn't have access to information the way we do now. So we can still be worried about our bills and acknowledge our emotions. But they didn't have any, knowledge of that. And if anything, if you had a feeling, that was going to impede you from work. And that was going to slow you down, and that, and you couldn't fathom having a feeling and pushing through when you're sick and going to work.
Yes. Well, I don't think we had the vocabulary, first of all,
Not at all.
to give what is this thing, and it's like, well, if you can't put a name on it,
and it's also weakness.
Yeah,
it was a weak,
of course, being vulnerable was seen as weakness. So, and now it's
and we still struggle with that.
Yeah.
We still struggle with that.
Oh yeah.
But the difference now is that we see, when you see your kid, every generation wants their kid to be better than they were. And maybe, my parents came from Dominican Republic, came here, and I'm like, wow, they got us leaps and bounds from where the education we have and all of this. And I'm like, when I had my first child, I was like, what am I gonna do that's gonna be as massive as immigrating to a new country and all, like giving your kid education? But emotionally, is going to be leaps and bounds. And it's because of our parents. So I like that you said, like, it's not, because I know a lot of parents and like their grandparents now, they feel like you're talking bad about me. Like, no, some parents did not do the right thing. Right? And some parents did their best. So for those that did their best, it's not that they didn't do enough.
Exactly. No, but by no means, because it's the resources that we have, the information we have available. And I love that you say that, as far as like what our parents did and how they shifted just our lineage. And then, and like, I get
the trajectory.
Yeah.
I mean, they changed the game.
And then like, okay, so how do we continue to, pass the baton to the next generation? And that's something I know, like I speak a lot with my son about is, we do get into those conversations, and it's not something I've always done because I've never been this perfect mother that you see right now. It has been, we've walked side by side, like learning together. And, it took us years, and then it's like, but how do we it was me being in therapy and learning, and I couldn't undo all the years that I've been a mother to him, but it was like moving forward, how can I make some shifting in how we communicate, because I'm like, oh, he doesn't hear me unless I scream, so it was always screaming. So then I'm like, of course he's going to tune me out, because that's how I communicate. So learning how to make those subtle changes, and then over time, it's been 10 years that I've been going through therapy or whatnot, and
you
then
had to have self-compassion to be like, lose 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Didn't know better, and so having so much love and saying, wow, you did the best you could, and look at everything you did do.
And journaling. I keep on speaking up about journaling. I love journaling. I love it. Love it. I'm like, journals everywhere, and some of it stuff, I'm like, ooh, who were you, girl? I was like, I honor you, but it's like, wow, look how we've grown. Look how we've grown. And then talking like in that same kind of way to our kids, and our parents, because even some of our parents, they need to also, that inner child never got to have that. So having that compassion, I mean, there's so much that I can go on and on, because this is not my session.
But there's so much guilt too with parents that have kids with special needs, and like you said, the yelling. If you find out that your child has certain issues or difficulties, and you're like, I yelled, oh my God, I it's just like wounding someone who's already hurt, and we beat ourselves up for everything because we don't want to cause harm to our kids, and even if it's unintentional. But then you go back, and that I hear that from parents a lot, is just like, oh my God, like I now, after hearing this diagnosis, I go back to every single time I did everything wrong. And that's a lot to carry.
The guilt.
The guilt. Oh, I've heard so many things from moms, like I didn't eat something when I was pregnant, or I didn't give enough belly time. And I was like, oh my God, I wish you shared these thoughts with me earlier, because I would have said absolutely not. You know, so but we're not always available to be that person. So that is why we're so excited to have you in the time that we're going to have you with us, and we're really working so hard to get some grants, because I don't think we can stop this.
No.
Yeah.
So the next step though is so Diana has been here 2 times now in person, but because of the holidays and everything that's happening, now we're going to do a Zoom session. So people that are registered.
Virtual workshop.
Yes, virtual workshop.
Yes.
So people that are registered members with Inspira through the HELP program can now attend this session, which is going to be Monday, November 24th. I had to think a minute what month
Did we decide it's at 7?
I think we were going to do 7.
That when everybody can get home.
Get home, get dinner done, and maybe have some time to that. So if you're not a registered member of Inspira's HELP programs, please reach out to us, and we will send you a link and information that can get you registered, so that you can become part of the community that we're building, and the team that. In
a small detail, it's free. It's
yeah.
free. It's free.
No charge.
Yeah, there's no charge.
Because of the grants that we are working with and trying to continue to receive money. Inspira is a nonprofit, so always feel free to donate. www.inspiratampabay.org.
Yes, and the email info@inspiratampabay.org. So that way, if you want to register, our regulars, you'll be receiving a blast email for next Monday session.
Yes.
But it'll be kind of like this, right? Where you'll be able to. Everyone, I think at this point,
it's like open discussion.
Yeah, I mean,
it's really a chat, and
it's like a parent support group.
And if no one else signs up, it'll be a one-on-one session that I have no problem occupying.
Well, it can be one-on-one. I'll be here.
Yeah. But if I'm sitting in the middle, I will just turn like this and just start talking. That's why I can't be part of your small groups, because I would quiet everybody up. I'm like, so let me tell you about me.
There's a lot to tell. Those quirks. But as you can see, we still like to keep it lighthearted. As serious,
it has to be.
Yeah, I mean, it is a serious subject. Absolutely, 100%. But we have to be lighthearted, just in general. That it can't be too serious.
Yeah. No, yeah. And I think for next week's session, when we do have that virtual workshop, the intent is not to go really deep with any particular person. It's really just to start getting an idea of scratching the surface of, what is mental health? What is mental health?
What were you going to say?
No, because we did surveys.
We did.
We did surveys with our parents and what they would want to have help with. And some of it deals with OT and behavior or sense related. Some of it is speech, where they want to have it be able to talk more. And then, some of it is they just need more support. So I think that, in general, having an open discussion, and then I know too, you had a few parents here that didn't realize oh, I went through that too, or hey, you know what, my kid swims here, you should try this. Just that being able to go back and forth, or throw out ideas, have the support there, it's all going to be beneficial. So that's really what we're just wanting everybody to connect and understand that there is a community and a team to support you.
Yeah. And just to hear those things out loud, how many times it's how evil is it for me to think this thought? And it's I bet you're not the only person thinking that. And just say it. And then either you say it out loud and well, that was kind of silly. Or it's valid. Yeah. That's true.
I mean, there's just so much time in a day, and we are all so busy, and they're taking care of their kids and doing this and that do they actually get to think even about themselves?
Yeah.
So
and if you do have any thoughts, it's thoughts that just bring you down, like always feeling like not enough, and you know, you can never do enough, be enough, make enough. You know, it's just everything that we do think is because we're so tired, and it's just self-defeating. You know.
And also the feeling, also like we said, like being in these individual silos so far away from everybody else, like because, you know, my child's needs require so much attention that we've slowly just gotten away from the rest of the family, either from social gatherings or whatever it is, because it's difficult, or even within the same household, we don't grieve at the same level. So one of the parents may be like, okay, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go through all the steps. I'm just going to go straight. And the other one is taking their time, or we're not even there yet. So, you know, how do we, where even in my home, we're not seeing eye to eye on how do we raise our child, or how do we find
because the
time.
statistics are high too for like divorce in special needs families.
Such a strain.
Yeah. So absolutely that
It's real. This is so real. This is not something that is just happening like it's only happening to me. No, this is so legit that this is why we're doing this, because we do want to have this this space, and it's safe for the families to be able just to speak what they're thinking, and there's no judgment at all whatsoever.
Not at all.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, how do we come back from that?
So deep right now.
Yeah.
Swimming out.
So I'll share like something light. I mean, I don't know if it's light. I mean, you might start analyzing my dreams or something.
No.
So I remember when I was doing my externship, and I was wanting to get to the hospital, and prior to, I always said, there's nothing that'll ever get me over this bridge. And I remember
Skyway Bridge.
Yes, because I was like, never.
Let's talk about this.
Yes. So like my armpits are already sweating thinking about this. So I remember that I went. That was my first time going to therapy. I was like, is there a pill you can give me so that I can just go over this bridge, because I really want to get to that hospital and I really want to do my placement there. And he's like, there's no pill. Come and sit on my couch right here, and then let's talk a little bit. And that rocked my world. It rocked my world. And then I ended up still with no pill, went over the bridge, started going. Let me tell you, that first time I went over that bridge, I gave myself 4 hours to get over there. And I remember wearing this burgundy dress top thing. And I remember it was flowy, because I remember getting to the hospital, and I'm in the parking lot, and when I tell you
wait, back to 4 hours though. How long did it actually take you? You gave yourself 4.
I gave myself 4 hours.
How long did it take you?
I mean, it took me the hour to get from my house to there.
Okay.
And the 3 hours to dry my flowy or my shirt. And I'm in the parking lot.
It had to like drip.
It was not like a little bit like perspire. It was drenched. And I was like, and I had an interview that day. That's why I was going over there. God. So I'm in the parking lot.
Air blasting.
Oh no, girl. I was outside in the parking lot swinging.
And what month was this in Florida?
So it was a summer externship. No, I was drenched. And I remember, I don't even remember what the questions were at the interview. I don't think I would have taken me as an externship, because all I could talk about was the bridge, that I made it over the bridge. And I was, you can do whatever you want. You can ask me to do whatever, because I went over that bridge, and I never thought I was going to go over that bridge. And this is how determined I am. And I might have even showed her my wings, my flowy things, but yeah, so that was it. Yeah, and then I was sick. I made it back, and I told myself I got to get back because my son lives on the other side. So I made it back over the bridge. Yeah, because nothing else was nothing. I was just gonna live in St. Pete at that point. So I made it back. I got sick physically. physically drained. I was so sick. I was so sick. Yeah. And
And you're still kind of dealing with
I had
those
I had
driving
a panic
anxieties.
attack not too long ago going over the
Yeah.
Skyway, so it doesn't go. I mean,
Oh, not even the Skyway. You were literally on the Aleph.
it was flat, and I was like, I think I'm having a panic attack. Yeah.
Yes. But we have talked about this.
I think we have. Yes.
Where we talked about, like, you have some medication now.
I do that. I
but you're
haven't
not
tried.
taking
I
it
haven't tried it yet.
for like 6 months.
We haven't gone over this Skyway also.
But I try to tell you that it's not just for like, oh, let me top it because I'm going on the Skyway.
Yes.
Like, it's like a kind of like okay, I don't want to just take it that day.
Yes.
I want to build
The tolerance or whatever.
or
yeah.
just let's see if it works. Like
Yes, because it's
on a not so big Skyway bridge.
Yes, because I think one of the things was like warnings was may cause drowsiness. Okay, I don't want to drive if I'm drowsy. Like that's the whole part. Like I don't want to pass
so
out.
maybe you should just take it while you're home. See what it does.
But nothing stresses me out at home. That's the thing. Like it's like I use it for like what stresses me out of the house.
Well, I don't think that it's necessarily like as stressful as
Yeah.
anxiety for driving.
Well, maybe I can. What are
But-
those goggles you can do like the
VR.
VR of
Virtual
going
reality.
over the Skyway, and I take it, and then
I
I
can see
can
that.
see if it's happening.
So virtual reality, the medicine.
Yes. Because just talking about it made me start sweating right now. So yeah,
Yeah.
So
I could.
virtual
No, I
reality,
mean-
that would work.
It
It
could. Listen,
Simulation, yeah.
I think we can
Agree.
coin this, and now we're partners into something.
There you go.
But yeah, so we're so excited to have this because I think this is gonna, and this is just slowly like we're starting to just
Get to know each other, really.
Yeah, and then just for families because it's not easy. It's not easy to do this. It's not like the first time you're gonna just open up and just speak about everything. It's a trust building.
Absolutely.
And
And I think it's great that, sharing stories like this because you then see us that we're human too. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
not that we have superpowers or anything, but like you might think, oh, Jen and Luz have it together in therapy sessions, blah, blah, blah. I mean, we mostly do. I want to say we do.
yes,
But
yes.
on the opposite side, you understand that we do go through things ourselves too. So
Yes.
I think that's an important factor to be relatable.
Yes.
Right? Relatable and understand that, we need help too.
Yeah. To leave
Yeah.
room for both and for them to be able to see you and see you do well in something and then also know, oh, but she also struggles with going over a bridge, like,
Yeah.
and to be able to see that
Yeah.
both are true.
Yes, absolutely. And I know a lot. Jen was my driver for the longest time. I was literally
For
driving
the
with
longest
Stacey.
time, I think I
Still,
still am.
yeah.
The other day when we went, I said, "Are you driving today?"
It was
Because
daytime.
daylight.
But then it was dark, and I
Yeah,
was
she got a little
like,
nervous in the
you
dark,
did not
but-
know I was like
I
survival
did.
mode
I
coming
did.
home at night.
Listen, driving in Florida in the dark is not fun.
It's not easy.
Well, it's not that. It's I think I need new
Oh,
glasses.
jeez.
Well, that too.
Now we're getting down to it.
Yeah.
A little bit of sight, a little bit of anxiety.
Mix it all together.
I think I'll just drive from now.
I
Give me
told
the
you.
passenger pick.
No, I am. I do, and I'm like,
She's just on her phone.
I know, like,
Talking,
it's like-
or,
I'm like,
whatever.
oh, we got here so fast.
That's so nice.
No.
That's funny.
We'll let you handle the daytime ones, I guess. But if it's gonna get
that are
dark,
flat land. Yeah. So
Well, good thing you live in Florida. All there is
no, I mean, even still, bridges. Like, don't get me on 275. Don't get me on anything
On
where there's something.
75.
Now 75. Who knew 75? Yeah, being raised here my whole life and still
Yeah. But back to so we're having fun obviously,
Yes.
but let's go back to like how you guys met and stuff. And you talked about starting your business and not knowing anybody. So what's the name of your business?
It's called Meaningful Therapy.
Meaningful Therapy. So if parents do want to maybe look up Diana and some history, I'm sure you have a website.
Yeah, meaningfultherapyfl.com.
Okay, so then you can kind of do some research if you want to. Look her up. Know she's legit.
Yes. And like, what are your specialties? Because that's another thing when you're working with a counselor, there are specialties. Like, it's not all one fits all.
I think that's really important. When people look for a therapist, I hear so many people saying like, I want a therapist that does IFS, ART, WXYZ, whatever it is. Like, and the thing is that we don't know what those things are, but what do we believe is that if they know this, they can help me, right? But I think that knowing what is their specialty, what do they focus on is more important than, because we're not like, I'm not going to ask you what kind of therapy do you do with my kid,
like what tool you're going to use, what strategy are you going to use?
Like, if you tell me, am I going to know what
no.
you're talking about? Like,
No
what
idea.
theories? Like,
No.
no. So I see this a lot, and that's why I love that you said that, because I want people to start therapy so bad. Like, I absolutely, when I tell you, I get so happy.
I know,
it
it's
makes
from
my
your heart.
day.
Yeah, we
like,
see
it
it.
makes my day. So I specialize in grief and trauma. And grief, yes, like when you lose somebody you love, that's absolutely, it's life-changing, right? And we don't realize how our life continues to change all the time because we lose things all the time. We lose people, friendships, we lose, different types of relationships. We lose dreams, things that we check off all the boxes and then we don't get the results and we're like, what the heck? And, we have so many different types of loss that we just don't acknowledge and we minimize it. So I really, focus on that because this is what we all experience. And then trauma with some of loss, not all loss is traumatizing, but when something is traumatizing, there is loss. So that, and in that I have, different things that I do for that, but those are the two heavy hitters. Because those are two heavy ones, right?
Yeah.
But I feel not only equipped, but I feel like my whole life has brought me to be able to, be here and help. I like working, or I tend to attract a lot of people who are bicultural and first and second generation, because we go through different types of losses, and the things that you read about, you may read about them and be like, well, that doesn't apply to me. Well, no, it doesn't, because not everything was written towards your experience of being in a marginalized community or, being a child of immigrants. It's not, you're not going to relate. So I work a lot with people who have different backgrounds. Even like if you're a couple and have interracial relationship, like that you face things differently, you feel things differently, you experience life differently. So the grief and trauma is also through those lenses.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's and I know that's it's a lot.
I know.
And it's so amazing, like that, this is your specialty, because it really, I think a lot of people can connect with that.
And when you said, I come in and I want you to tell me what this looks like, and then I could process, I get that, because that's how we function, because we intellectualize everything and we need to know what's the plan. And I could tell you the plan. The plan is going to mean nothing, but you know that there's a plan, and then we can relax, right?
Yes.
So I know that, and not every therapist knows that.
Yeah.
If they haven't worked with, the stroking of the head, I don't think I'm going to get over that. Like, I don't think I'm going to get over that.
Well, and you know what? Maybe if that would have been my first person that I ever went to therapy with,
You would have been like, this is a joke.
Well, no, I think I might have, I would have been eating I think so.
You'd be like, this is therapy. I feel really uncomfortable, but maybe this is what I need.
Yeah, not knowing. I think I would have gone
Yeah.
into it like, this is it. This is it. She's gonna hug me. She's gonna treat me like my abuela would have. Like trying to that civilization. Yeah. But because I already had give me a pill to go over the bridge therapy before that, he's like, because he was nurturing but in a different way, and I was like, oh, this is not giving me the same vibe, and it's not sitting well with me. But I could see where I could have. Yeah.
Oh, and that's a dangerous
part. It is dangerous.
That's a scary part.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that, but I totally could have, because it's like the whole like, oh yeah, I'm hurting. Like acknowledge my tears, and but that's not what I needed, and it wasn't working, and it wasn't sitting well. And when I went to the other one, she was like,
I'm
boom.
so glad you followed your intuition.
This is what's happening in your head. This is what's happening, chemical wise, blah blah blah. And I was like, thank you.
Answers. Now, what do I do with that?
Yeah, and she gave me a quick. I remember she was like the stomping of the feet, like the feel, and then grounding. And I was like, I walked away with something that day.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So being able to walk away with something, even on day one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
So, Diana, what have you thought about being on the podcast? Because we know you're starting.
Oh my goodness. This is like an icebreaker for me. I'm so happy to be here. And I am starting a podcast though. I was going to do it by myself. And then I was like, who am I kidding? I cannot talk to myself. I need to talk to somebody. I need somebody's energy. So I'm going to have a co-host. So I'm really excited. And it's called the Living Lost Podcast.
The Living Lost.
And we will put a link to it because it will be available. So maybe not on this one, but don't we get to edit things and then we can always add it? Or
she does magic.
Or you're gonna start doing your podcast like ASAP.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think this is the kickstart. Like,
yeah, you need to, because it's gonna be edited.
Yes,
it's gonna be edited and go.
Yeah.
And there is no wrong way to do it.
No,
there isn't. Really you're just so good.
You just have to.
You are so good at it. Like you're just gonna do it.
Yeah. I kind of, with us, we kind of just go with what we're feeling, and
listen,
we have education.
1,600 likes. Is it likes or views?
It was 1,800.
1,800
on a short
views. On a
short.
What are they called? They got a different name.
They're called shorts.
They're YouTube shorts.
Oh, they're shorts.
On YouTube.
Oh.
At Two Peas on a Pod.
My kids correct me all the time.
Yeah.
Just like what?
I have to say, I was listening to the second episode.
Young producer.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Did episode 2 drop today?
You listened to it.
I was. Was it today?
Yes, 7 a.m.
You should every Monday.
We should. It posts every Monday. Every other Monday it posts.
Yeah.
And we sound fantastic.
I to boast ourselves.
Yeah.
No, but I was like, I was only listening because I was waiting outside of the door.
I as well only listened, whereas the first time I watched it as we talked, and
I watched the whole thing. I acted like I was like, let me watch.
What did you like watching or listening?
I think I liked listening first because then I could visualize us, but then our YouTube will drop on Wednesday. Any specific time?
I mean, I don't know who's waking up. It must be too cold.
Our uncut episode, which actually I said to them today, I was like, I don't think she cut anything out of that episode because it was a long. But
we talked.
Okay, there may be some.
But listening to it really was like, wow, okay, we had some good educational points in the beginning, and I think we just, our flow is our flow. So, we'll go, as you see, we go back and forth, get off track. I always said too, we need a buzzer. Like, hey, Luz, come back. Jen, come back.
I don't think we'll ever get anything because there'll be so much buzzard going on.
That's true.
So when I was listening to us, I only got to hear the first 15, 20 minutes of it today.
So you heard the more educational.
I was listening to us and I was I was closing my eyes and what do they look like?
You didn't hear the part where you're like, we're back.
No.
We're back again.
No. Didn't get to that yet. I will finish that today when I get home and I have to write some reports. I will. I like both.
I love seeing the shorts because then it's like, oh, that was pretty funny. And I didn't even realize, like, with the
And
whole
it's nice that you
garden
picked
community garden rat, like, I didn't even realize I gave you such side eye. I was like, oh, God.
I'm used to it already.
Like,
I'm used to it. I don't even feel it anymore.
yeah, but no, those are fun.
Those are the
fun
moments.
times.
Yeah, so we're so excited for you, and we can't wait for you to have this because I feel that will be an additional way for our community to connect. You know, to have access to you and the information you have to share. I was following your series on grieving friendships.
Oh yes,
That was good.
I could talk about that for a long time.
That was
I
good.
have to catch up. I don't know any of
It's
this.
good. It's
on
so
my phone
good.
later.
And I didn't get to sign up for the. I knew you were also doing another series, and I was like, dang it, I just need I need like 3 more hours in a day. That's just 3 more hours,
That's it.
and it'll be good. But I was like, anytime I can, I'm like, I see it, and I'm like, oh, this is good
That's one
stuff.
of the loss that we like underestimate. Like we don't need
Absolutely.
nobody.
Yeah,
and,
friendships.
you know.
Well, that
we're
one-
an adult. We're just like
I'm gonna get
well, I can't make friends. Well.
I'm feeling some body parts.
Right now, Jen and I are Southwest companions right now. Yes, we're sitting next to each other because I need to get come up. You can look at lip at me and spillage
It's
into
fine.
your side.
No, it's just that we
fine.
just really underestimate the importance of friendship.
Yes.
And how we have to be, you know, we have to seek it, be intentional about it. We're not in the same classroom anymore. We're not, you know, in the same grade or dorm.
I think
you
we
know?
experienced that recently.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, and even also, like, so I was listening or I was watching reading, but then I was listening to my head tell me.
Yeah, talking back.
Yes. And then I was talking to my human, and then he was telling me, he's like, you know, you're a bad friend. And I was like, come again. Because I don't got that many friends.
Yeah.
Like, I have, you know, like to say, like, oh, friends.
Yeah,
Because for
most
me,
of us don't.
I'm fantastic one-on-one. Like,
Yes.
and then you see me in a group and they're like the same person. Because I am 2 different people.
Yes.
But, right?
Yes.
Because I think
a big group.
I give diarrhea of mouth in big groups because I feel like I'm on.
Or on podcasts.
Yes. And then,
I know what
but
you mean.
one-on-one, like, I connect. We will talk, and I'm like, ooh,
Is that nervous energy? You're just word vomiting. And
yes.
you know,
And I'm
with
like,
a
am I
lot of
still on?
people.
Is this off? Okay, phew. And then I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
But when I'm connecting with my friends,
It's different.
it doesn't feel draining. It feels like
And that's
fill
what you
me.
want.
Yes.
We have no time for people who drain us. Like you know,
Exactly.
or-
So
or
I have
groups.
become selective.
As
I have
you
become
should.
selective with friendships, and then at the same time, but he thought, he's like, you're not a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I never see you call so-and-so and you went to visit them. And I was like, well, excuse me, do I need to tell you every single time I get on the phone? I was like, because as a matter of fact, I was talking with that person till like midnight. And I'm like, I am the type of friend from childhood friendships that it'll be like a long conversation, months. Now, if you're in my dream, give me your, what is it that you have with the kids? You drop your pin. Like, I need to know you're alive
Oh.
because I had a dream about you, and I need to make sure you're doing okay. But other than that, I'll send you some memes. I wait, like, I'm not like, are you answering? I'll wait for you to send it back to me. I check in, and then I'm okay. I can't be like, I'm holding your hand every single, I'm not that good friend. I'm not. I'm like, in spurts.
But when your friends know you and accept you and love you, they're like, I need Luz, I need to call her.
Yes, because I will
And
do
they
it.
know. They
I'm
know
like,
you're
what
there.
are we doing today? What are we doing? And we gotta pray together. What do we gotta do? I'm like, tell me your deepest dreams or whatever. Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's the next step? Because I'm gonna be checking in on you. Maybe I'm not a good friend, but I'm a good, like, my memory. I was like, you told me this, and this, and this. Where are we? I'm gonna hold you accountable for it. So I'm that. But he said I wasn't a good friend because I don't follow up with people. And I was like, I didn't know we had to do a 3-way call now.
It is so interesting. If you think about it, I'm sure you were asked sometime in your life when you were a little kid, adolescent, like, what is a good friend, or how do you know somebody is your friend?
Yeah.
Right. But actually, we don't really know that answer, and and that's what we grow up thinking something. But those are things that we don't really sit down to think about. or to know how it affects us, or why we need it, or what is a good friend, or how is a good friend. That is something that anybody at any age could talk about, and you're gonna just.
But also, isn't it like I could have different beliefs of what a good friend is than you do or you do. So that's also a hard kind of subject too, because you know
it means different things to different people, and that's where you could always have that conversation, and you for your friends to talk about like, how can I support you,
and then your love language, like how do you show the love to their friend, and are they reciprocating, not because they're going to give that right back to you, but do they acknowledge that's your love language towards them? Yeah,
exactly. But I think
I love your
probably
series.
Talk, forever. Yes. And I know that you guys are gonna come, online.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Regulars.
Yeah. I might have you guys like 3 times, like maybe you by yourself, then you by yourself,
and then together.
You're gonna be a series.
Mine's gonna turn into a therapy session. She just don't know. I don't care. People know.
Mine is gonna turn to a therapy session. Oh my God. You don't have to say anything you don't want to.
Well, I don't care as long as I listen at this point.
I put it all out there.
It's like free therapy for me.
It's always good to talk to somebody. Right?
And I think that's an important one for me with my friends. I have to say that one, like my friends help me feel like they help me fill my cup again, or my well. I don't have a cup, I have a well.
And that is what it's for. Especially when you're an adult. You have no time. Like when you have a friend, it has to be quality. It has to be just, to fill your, what was it? Not a cup?
It's not, it's a well.
It's a well.
It's a well.
It's deep.
It runs deep.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Is this still going to be 1 or maybe 2? I know I keep pushing for the 2.
Edited it, but
she wants that 2.5.
I do, because this is legit 2. Like
this is 2.5.
2.5,
so
just because
2.5 and then 2.75.
What?
If you cut it into 2.
Oh, if you do cut it into 2, that's true. And the reason why we're doing it is, I'm like, listen, your mathing is better than my mathing.
Yes, it sure is.
Because we need to process, because we do want parents to sign up for next week's session. So this is why we created this one out of our calendar.
Because this wasn't our regular session, like to record. Date and time.
So
but that as well has not been even set, because every time, I can't do this, and then I'm like, no, we can't do that, no, we gotta change the date, nope, can't do that date. So it has gotten pushed back a little bit, but this one is not, because next Monday on the 24th will be a live Zoom workshop again for our.
Are you logging on? I'm logging on.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna log on from here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, on the smart board. Okay.
There you go. I love it.
So any last thoughts before? So once again, the plug is next Monday,
November 24th, 7 p.m.
If you are already with Inspira's help group, you will be getting a blast email inviting you.
Okay, so then the question is, will the link be on the invitation, or should they?
Yes, I'm gonna send you the
link.
Yes, she's creating it.
Oh, okay.
So
I just wondered if they had to DM so that then they would get the link, or is it going to be on the blast email for?
We will have the register for the people that are registered. We will have it available, and then as we're there, I guess I can do roll call, like quietly.
Present.
Yes. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, any questions for Diana, we will, yikes, loose. The Matrix. The Matrix has a flinch. A glitch. Can you edit that to say glitch, not a flitch?
It's not even flitch, it's flinch.
Oh, pues mira. So... this is where I get to say English is my second language.
Oh, really? Just born in Virginia.
Still.
It can still be your second language.
It could,
if you're born in Virginia.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
So we will have, where I was going with this, we will have Diana's website to her practice. and also to your podcast and to our information for the event next week. We will have all that information will be available. Is it below? If you are on our YouTube, it's below. And if this is on Spotify, just make sure you are following us, and or we will also be posting it, I want to say, on Inspira Tampa Bay's social media accounts through
Yes.
Instagram.
All
Do we have
streaming
Facebook?
channels.
Yes.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
everything.
Okay, so
We're
we'll have
legit. The
listen.
producer knows everything.
Yes, good, fantastic. So I guess until next time.
That's us.
Yeah.
Time
Oh,
to
thank you so
sign
much.
off. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you for coming. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Two peas on the pod. Peace.
Peds out.
Yes.
That was
You
let's
you
do
have
that.
your job cut off for you today.
Listen,
I
do
did.
it
Yeah.
again. Because you went peace out. It's peds.
Oh! I haven't had lunch today, girl. Or breakfast. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Take two. Okay.
All right.
From-
Thank you for coming, Diana.
yes.
My
Thank you so
pleasure.
much. From our pod to yours.
Peas
Peas out.